All right, all right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Glenn Stein, Realty Executives, Ocala, and in the Villages. Hope you're doing well. It is a super great Wednesday today, and I believe we're over the 18th of August. So hope everybody's doing well. I want to give you an update as to what's going on in the market. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk to you about a new listing that we just put on the market in the historic section, not too far away from our office here in Ocala. And I want to talk to you about market crash. A lot of people are asking, what's happening with the market. In fact, some buyers are a little bit tentative, a little bit nervous about moving forward because they're thinking, have we hit a peak? Is this the top of the marketplace? A lot of people also have a little bit of PTSD with what's happened in the marketplace back in 2008 when there was a market crash and actually caused the basically economic recession around the country, definitely based on real estate. So a couple of differences. Obviously, what we're seeing is record demand. We're seeing demand, and we're seeing demand from end users. I think that's one big reason why I don't think we're in a market crash. I think we have seen, we're going to talk about that too, a little bit of tempering in the marketplace, a little bit of softening in the marketplace, but not soft. End users are looking to buy, and we still have more end users, more demand than supply. Also remember that the number of homes, especially here in Marion County, you guys will know this if you pay attention to it, try to find any home that was built in 2012. Look for something that was built in 2012 in Marion County. There's not a lot. You'll find a lot more homes that were built in 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Not that many in 8, not as many in 9, less in 10, 11, and 12, and then buildings started to pick up again. There would be some, but the numbers are significantly low because the inventory is just absolutely out of sight. Well, we've seen a population growth. People are moving into our communities here in Marion County. Ocala has kind of been a hidden secret, hidden gem for many, many years. I've lived here since 1995 and have seen it grow. And, not judging it. Some people are like, the growth, if there's more traffic. I'm looking outside my office right now on Silver Springs Boulevard. I'm seeing a lot of traffic. It's 10:18 and there's a lot of cars moving by. And it's August. It's not like used to be like in the middle of summer. There wouldn't be anything going on. There would be no traffic, nothing happening. And now we're seeing more people in the community, more people out and about, more people have retired here because it's relatively inexpensive compared to many places around Florida. So if you have comments about that, leave some comments on that as you're watching this. So that's one thing. And by the way, I do this live. I try to do this live on Wednesdays. That's my goal, to do something live on Wednesdays. And so if you catch me now, guess what? You're able to respond and ask questions. But if you watch it later, you can actually ask some questions and I'll answer them later. Been in business since 2000, right? Had my license since 2000 and been a broker since 2004. And have helped people sell a lot of homes. So I kind of know what I'm doing. I don't know much. I know a lot about real estate. I don't know if I know anything about anything else though. So with that, market crash, I don't see it happening. We are watching it every single week. And in fact, something that we're seeing right now, just to give you an idea, I'm going to do a share screen with you so you can see what exactly is happening. We're going to look at actually this particular screen, right? Let's look at what's going on in the marketplace right now. Actually, let me share this with you. So we're going to look at this is actually the property that I'll show you. This property. Let's take a look at this property first, and then I'm going to share with you the market stats since we're here on this. So this particular property, actually in the historic section, going for $378, I think is a real find. It's actually behind our office on 4th Street. So if you have an interest in that, this shows you some of the photos here, 3D photos. You can actually just go to our website if you want to see it at a slower pace than what I'm clicking through right now at imidflhomes.com. You can see it here on the screen. But tell you, it looks pretty good. I saw this on Caravan this morning, and it's in the downtown area, 4th Street, historic section of Ocala. So if you're interested in that, let us know. And by the way, if you have questions, not only here, can you put it in the comment section? You can also call me as well at 352-572-3796, 352-572-3796. So right now we've got, let's see, 984 properties on the market. And what that tells me is we've seen a little bit of growth in inventory. That's been a thing to really watch out for, and that's going to tell us which direction the market is going, right? When we're trying to determine whether there's going to be a market crash, I don't believe in guessing. I believe in looking at evidence. And I will tell you that back in the day, I will tell you that I started to see the earmarks of the market really turning back in 2005. And literally end of August, beginning of September, kind of the time, that was the time where Katrina hit and was a major disaster in Louisiana. That's actually when the market started to turn a little bit. So I'm watching the market right now exactly how I did back then, right? That's exactly what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the market on a weekly basis. I'm looking at what's happening, and the minute it turns, we are going to we're going to take a look at it and see if there's anything that's happening in the marketplace right now. So here's the screen I wanted to show you. So looking at what's going on in the market, like 984 properties. If we go to, the single, you can see that here, 984 properties up top here. And, looking at what you can buy, for the different price ranges, this particular property that I was showing you before on 4th is going for 378, right? Built in 1902, 1,856 square feet. Pretty good condition. That's what it looked like to me. And this tells you, let's do a little bit of a search here. If we go to criteria, let's do a live search on what you can buy right now in Marion County. Let's look at, there's a time, just to give you an idea of what's happened in the market. Let's look at how many properties. There's literally 50 properties under 100,000. There was a time where you could find so many different properties under 100,000. This is actually way back, in the early 2000s. And then obviously prices went through the roof, and then they collapsed after the real estate crash, right? Fell off a cliff. So looking at, let's look at, 100 to 200,000. We've got 206 properties. It's basically, it's about 24% of the market. That's between the 100 to 200. That used to be pretty much where the fish swim. That's where most of the buyers were. And now we've crept up. Now I'm looking at this number here, 277 properties, now 200, 300. That's basically because of interest rates. Because of interest rates, that price range has become the most popular price range, right? And for listings and sellers, that's for listings and buyers. We're seeing more people be able to buy in that segment in Marion County because affordability. We're actually more affordable now, believe it or not. We're more affordable now than what we've been in many, many years. And in fact, that's going to be something I'm going to show you guys. I've got some slides and I'm going to be able to show you in the coming weeks of the affordability factor. I think that's really important to look at. And a lot of it really has to do with how much money people are making, income, and of course, interest rates make things as low as they are. In fact, involved in a personal refinance myself, where the interest rates now are actually better than what they were a year ago, in certain cases. So that's something to look at for sure. So if you have questions, you know how to find me. No market crash right now. I don't see it happening in Marion County right at the moment. Could happen down the road. You never know. I'm still open to the concept. I'm going to be looking at the numbers on a weekly basis. And if you pay attention to this channel, you're going to want to subscribe so you get notified that we are doing a video. But I'm going to be letting you know, this is going to be kind of like the front lines information. You're going to know exactly what's going on in the market by paying attention to this. Promise you. So we'll talk soon. Happy Wednesday, everybody. and we'll see you shortly.